Hey students, this is Miss Carissa here. Today I'm going to show you how to create a presentation using Google Slides. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with using Google Docs right now. And in case you didn't know, you can also make kind of something similar to an Excel sheet or different forms you can use using Google Forms. The reason why I picked Google Slides to focus on today was because a lot of you guys say that you don't have Microsoft Office and you don't have PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, anything like that. So this kind of mirrors that program, and you're able to do the same thing as you would using a PowerPoint. So we're going to go ahead and push this button, go to the Google Slides. Once you push Google Slides, it's going to take you to this screen. I'm just going to push on the screen because my computer's going a little bit slow, so I don't want to drown this out any longer. But you go to Google Slides, and once you go to Google Slides, you want to go ahead and select a blank document. You can make different things such as photo albums, wedding albums, portfolios, but for this presentation, our class is going to go ahead and focus on just a blank document. So once you press the blank document, it's going to take you to this screen. And you can pick any theme that you want. So there's quite a few themes on the right side that you can choose from, and I really don't care what theme you do choose. Just make sure that it is something that kids are going to keep your classmates are going to keep their attention to. Probably a black and white one like this one isn't going to be something that is going to really catch attention. So just keep that in mind. The one that I actually chose for our sample topic assignment is this one, which is the gray and white. Again, kind of simple, but you can spruce up your presentation as much as you want using different things such as images, symbols, that kind of thing, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to go ahead and go to the presentation that I've already created, and the topic I did choose was rice. I know a lot of you students and athletes are familiar with rice, so I knew something you'll understand quite easily. The first page here is the title page. So let's go back to the other slide. As you can see, it says click to add title. So all you would do is click, and it's going to come to a text box, and you'll just put rice, just like I did in the other one. We'll just go, if I can type right, and then we'll put presentation. I really don't care what you choose for your topic, just make it relevant. Simple is always good. We put our title there, and now under it, I do want you to include a few things. And so let's go back to the finished presentation. I want you to put your name, so you'll go ahead and put your name there, the date. I want you to put that you're in the ROP Sports Medicine, and under it, I know you guys call me Miss Carissa, but I do want you to put my more formal name of Miss Affably. So you'll go ahead, and that's how your title page is going to look. After the title page, then you're going to start getting into your presentation. So the first slide I chose, actually, we're going to introduce the rice. So when you choose a slide, you can either just plus to add a regular news slide, which usually has a title and a box, a text box, or you can actually pick the slide that you want to work with. The slide that I picked here was the section title and description. Okay, so when I go ahead and click that, this one will come up, and what I did was just hit the text box, it'll come up, and put rice. So go ahead and type rice in there, and under it was another text box that I actually deleted, and I created a shape. So let me show you how to go ahead and create a shape. You're going to go all the way to the top. You'll see the little drop down box that says shapes. You're going to go ahead and arrow, happy face, whatever you want to do. So we went ahead and chose the arrow. Arrow pops up, and you can actually make it as big as you want. You can make it real huge, small, manipulate it however you want. So we'll go ahead and fix that. And then this was another text box where I just went ahead and put what rice stands for. So after we created our slide, we want to make it interesting. So we're going to go ahead and edit the slide, I think. So we're not going to edit the slide, we're actually going to go up here and go to transitions. So what you want to do is click on what you want to transition, which will start with the rice, and we do have a transition which will appear, and then do we have one for the arrow? Yes, we do. They'll fade in, and then do we have one for this box? And then we're going to go ahead and choose what we want. We already have a fade in, so let's go ahead and choose fly in from the bottom. Here, you don't want to put it on click, because when you put on click, you have to click every single time for the animation to work. So it's better if it just flows and goes after the previous animation has already gone. And so then we'll go ahead and play it so we know what it looks like. When you push play, it should come up and show you an example of what your page is going to look like. So we got a little animation there, and that's what we're after for that one. Just to make it a little highlight people when things are moving and they're going in and out, kind of keeps people's attention a little bit more. So I wanted to show you that. Another thing I wanted to show you on the regular slide, so once we go back into depth into what rest, ice, and compression elevation stands for, we're going to go ahead and create its own slide for that. Okay, so we're on slide 3 now. What I wanted to show you here was, again, for the animations. So for the rest, we put a zoom in, and for this one, we put a fade out. What I wanted you to look at is how to add images. So anytime you have an image, you can come up here and add the image if you already have it on your desktop. Or you can pick out an image on Google Docs. So I had already done that. What I did was left click it, copy image, and then I go back to my presentation, exit from here, and I'll just go right click again, and then I'm just going to go paste. And it should bring up my image, and then I can put that anywhere I want. So we'll go ahead and put 2 guys there. So that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and look at the presentation, how it looks now, with all the effects. So when you want to start your presentation, you're going to go ahead and come here, move my face, and present from the beginning. So this will take you directly to the first part of your presentation. Here's our presentation. When you're presenting, I'll go ahead and give you a clicker, so you can just click through the slides and the animations. But let's go ahead and look through it. So rice after injury. I'm going to click it, it's going to play. There's our little transitions. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Then we break down rest. And our slide should come up. I think my computer's running a little slow. Sorry about that. And so ice, our transitions. And then we'll go all the way to the end. You know, probably on your computer it's going to look a lot nicer, but unfortunately I'm getting a little delay here. So last part of this presentation is the references. So anytime you build a presentation, obviously you had to reference something. For this one, I really didn't have to reference anything because it's common knowledge for my job, but if you do, you have to reference everything in MLA format. So you can go to make a reference page at the end of your presentation, and also you can cite images that you use. The image that I use, unfortunately, is from Google, so it's hard to find the real owner of the image. If you do find the owner, go ahead and cite the image. If not, then just state that your images are from Google. Alright, so hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day.